How about the guys that have done it for the last few years, Kay, and are now being subject to a lot of people thinking that maybe they're not as good as we thought they were? I'm going to go Mahomes and Andy Reid. I love what Brett Veach, general manager, did this offseason. Looking directly at what the team had happened in the Super Bowl, is that, okay, we're never going to let that happen again. Going out and getting Joe Thuney, going out and acquiring Kyle Long, and then to go and draft Creed Humphrey. They've basically built a wall around Mahomes, and that'll never happen again. We're going to do everything we possibly can to protect this guy. And I think Andy Reid thrives on the fact that people are doubting him now. You know, the window is now open for the Buffalo Bills. The window is now suddenly open for the Chargers. And hey, if the Broncos go get Rodgers, they're the favorites. They're hearing it all. I think Mahomes is about to go scorch the earth on this league, and I think Andy Reid's been drawing up plays since the moment that Super Bowl ended. I don't think they're going to have another game like that for a long time, and I think this offense is going to be clicking right from go.
Peter, for a period of time when I was younger, I actually had Rich Gannon's bumper pool table in my basement, but that's for another day. Also, way to go out on a limb with the best player in football and arguably the best offensive mind that this game may have ever seen. Tremendous. But I'm going to go even further out on a limb with this, Peter. I'm going to say Bruce Arians and Tom Brady. I'm going to say Bruce Arians and Tom Brady in year 2, because there are members of that coaching staff that thought going into the Super Bowl, they were still maybe 8 games away. That was in the mind of quarterback coach Clyde Christensen, that they were 8 games away from being closer to their peak. They didn't think they were anywhere near where they could be offensively when they were finishing out the season. And Brady recently admitted that he was still trying to figure out some of the calls of the plays midway through the year. Now with a full off season together, and Antonio Brown for the full season. He didn't join them till last year, till the middle of the year. So all of these weapons that they have, everybody returning, Brady with how he processes and how he picks up this offensive system in year 2 with Bruce Arians, things could be just unbelievable down in Tampa Bay.
Wow, quite the revelation for both of you. I hope you guys aren't on the same tiny branch. Look, real men play real pool, not bumper pool, James. We're going to call it bumper pool, bocce ball. You're now parlor games Palmer. Look, I think when you look at what Matt Ryan and Arthur Smith can possibly do down in Atlanta, I think that this offense is about to take off. And we've talked so much about Kyle Pitts, the addition to this offense, but I just look at Matt Ryan at 36 years old as I still think these are some of his prime years. And I think when you look at what Art Smith did with Ryan Tannehill was castaway. He was Tom Hanks on his own little island, and that was it. He was going to be forgotten about. And then he goes to Tennessee, and now Ryan Tannehill, we're talking about him as a top-tier quarterback. Look at what he has done with the offensive system. The play-action passing game was phenomenal with Ryan Tannehill. I think that same offense is going to come with Matt Ryan. They've got the guys up front. They invested heavily in the offensive line. Matt Hennessy's going to take over at center for Alex Mack. And I think the tackles are solidified. So this offense with Matt Ryan now, as long as they can keep Julio Jones there, that's a big part of this equation. I think they're going to take the NFL by storm. We're going to see a 2015 version of Matt Ryan that led him on to win the MVP.